How much is my case worth? It's a question we get quite often, and it's probably the hardest to answer, at least to answer fully and completely. But let me try to give you an idea of how I would answer that. Everything we do along the way of your case has to do with trying to make your case worth as much as it can be worth. So at the start of your case, it really is impossible for us or any lawyer to tell you to a dollar or even in a range of how much your case will be worth. But your case is going to be worth, the amount it's going to end up settling for is going to depend on how bad you are hurt, how much of that we can prove, and then whose fault it was, and can we prove that. So we're looking at several things. Let's first talk about the accident. If the accident was not your fault, then we need to be able to prove that. Many accidents, it's real clear, and that's not a big issue. The police report is in your favor. The other driver admits it's not a big issue. We'll know that at very first. But sometimes it's a big issue. You may think the accident's not your fault, but the other driver may be saying it's not their fault. So then we've got to prove it. There's a lot of work that goes into that. We'll see how that goes. Then how bad are you hurt? We'll have clients tell us that they hurt really bad, but they're not going to the doctor. Well, my back hurts. Well, did it hurt before the accident? Well, yeah, but it hurts worse now. There's all kinds of factors that will affect how much money you're going to get. So starting with your injuries, it's important that if you're hurt badly, that you get to the doctor. If you're not hurt bad enough to go to the doctor, then how are we going to convince the insurance company that it was a significant injury? So go to the doctor, tell them about your problems, and then let them see if they can figure out what's wrong and how to treat your injuries. All those things will affect how much money you're going to end up getting. Once we got all that information, we know what the proof is, then we're going to go to the insurance company and try to get all the money that we can. That's how much your case will be worth. At the end of your case, when we're ready to start talking about settlement, then we'll give you a dollar amount of what we think your case should settle for. And we'll try to get that much, and sometimes maybe we can get more. But we really can't do that until we know the facts of your case, which is how the accident happened, what everybody's saying about the accident, what your injuries are, and then what your doctors put in writing about your injuries. Very important things. So think about all those things as you go through your case, and then at the end, hopefully we can get you a maximum settlement. Thank you.